corro pra te encontrar. Menina que vem de lá, sonhando com esse lugar. O sol, esse coração, eu corro pra te encontrar. Menina que vem de lá, sonhando com esse lugar. O sol, esse coração, eu corro pra te encontrar. Deixa ela ver o sol, brincar feliz ao seu redor. O vento joga o mar e leva ela pra outro lugar. Deixa ela ver o sol, brincar feliz ao seu redor. O vento joga o mar e leva ela pra outro lugar. Menina que vem de lá, sonhando com esse lugar. O sol, esse coração, eu corro pra te encontrar. Menina que vem de lá, sonhando com esse lugar. O sol, esse coração, eu corro pra te encontrar. Menina que vem de lá, sonhando com esse lugar. O sol, esse coração, eu corro pra te encontrar. Menina que vem de lá, sonhando com esse lugar. O sol, esse coração, eu corro pra te encontrar. Brincando, sorrindo, vivendo esse momento. Brincando, sorrindo, vivendo esse momento.
Yo, yo, yo! What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Theory Thursdays. And you know, when it's Thursday, that means it's almost Friday. And when it's Friday, it's almost the weekend. So that's why I love Theory Thursdays. And for those of you who have been following us, this is actually our third season of 343 TV. We started 343 TV back in June. It's I can't believe it's been that long, and yeah, it's definitely grown thanks to all you guys. So thank you for supporting us. And we are actually coming to the last week. Next week will be the last week of season 3. and then we're going to take a break, and then we'll be back for season 4. So yeah, for those of you joining us for the first time, we are 343 Labs, music production school in New York City, Berlin, and online. Lots of music production courses, a large, big, vibrant community consisting of all you guys. Yeah, we teach Ableton Live, Logic Pro, mixing and mastering, sound design, synthesis, music composition and arrangement, vocal production, all that good stuff. Check it out at 343labs.com or 343labs.de for our German website. But yeah, you know, I am looking forward to today's show where I'm going to be talking about how to create chords along to a pre-existing melody. I think that's something that we all struggle with. I just wanted to see who's in the chat today. William Mind Readers, what's up? Nice to see you. Mystic Moth, hey. Rashane is here, one of our students. What's up, Rashane? William, is it not the Afro House song Max made? Are you talking about the beginning? That is not the Afro House song I made. It's actually, the intro song is actually a song that hasn't been released, which is on an EP that I made with great vocalist Conchita Borges from Brazil, and we are still looking to release that. So you get a sneak peek. Speed of sound. Yes, Mystic Moth. The speed of sound at standard temperature and pressure. Yes, that is correct. That is the meaning of behind 343 Labs. Andrew Duke is here. What's up? Nice to see you. And Chao Hu from Beijing. Cool. Yeah. What else was I going to say? There's a lot going on at 343 Labs this week. Let's get that out the way. Tonight, right after this, we have feedback sessions. So if you're writing songs and tracks and want some feedback from the community, you can do that right on our Discord channel, where you can find. Actually, you could even just go to 343labs.com/events, and you'll find feedback sessions. And I think it's going to be on Zoom. We use audio movers as well, so you'll have really high quality sound. And that's right after this at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow we have the Beat Battle sponsored by Arturia, and the giveaway is, well, not the giveaway, the prize for the winner is the Arturia VC8 bundle. All right, the V Collection 8, which is the new bundle, which is amazing, which is all these synths. I think there's like 30 synths and then everything you would ever need. So today is the last day to submit for the Beat Battle. Again, that's on Discord or at 343labs.com/events. Also, we have the sample challenge hosted by Atropolis on Sunday, which is Sample Challenge Sunday. And you have to remix or make a track using the sample that he dropped in the channel, the Sample Challenge Sunday channel. The prize for that, I believe, is Isotope Neutron Advanced. And also the giveaway for this week, so many prizes. Giveaway for this week, I think it's an Isotope week for sure. Isotope and Arturia. The giveaway is Isotope's Nectar. So if you're into working with vocals, Nectar is a really dope plugin for tuning your vocals and processing your vocals. It's great. I've used it. So yeah, that is it for. And I forgot. This weekend we have Eagles and Butterflies in our pro sessions. So for those of you that want to join the pro sessions, those are 2-day masterclasses. Check those out at again on our website, pro sessions 343labs.com. They are great, and it's like, I don't know, like $40 a ticket. It's 2 hours each day with Eagles and Butterflies, really dope producer, and he's just going to be going over his workflow and creative process. So there's that. All right, if I think of anything else, then I will come to it. Hey, Vasilis is here in the chat. Hey, Vasilis. Vasilis is our instructor in Berlin. He teaches electronic music composition and arrangement. Um, so if you're in Berlin, you should come take a class with us. Adonis is in the chat from Amsterdam. Yo, Adonis. Simple Sam is here. Also, wait, Simple Sam, aren't you from Holland too? Cool. So let's get into it. Here's a little question for you guys. Number one, tell me one thing that you're struggling with related to music theory. Like, what's one thing you're like, I always hit a wall here, or I am always struggling with this one thing. And, you know, we all struggle with something. There's no shame. But it would help me understand what, you know, maybe I can touch on. And then the other thing is, so the topic for today is that we are going to create a melody and then find chords for that melody. Now, I want this to be a collaborative process. Please, I'm gonna make a melody. Well, you guys are gonna make a melody with me, consisting of 4 notes. And then we're gonna find chords to go with that melody. So I want everyone to type in the chat 1 note. I'll pick 4 of those notes, and that'll be our melody. How about that? So, yeah, I know. I'm giving you a lot of homework here. Let's see. What is anyone struggling with? I guess no one's struggling with anything. Because we're all really good at music theory. But I'm sure there has to be something. So while you guys drop those notes in the chat, let me show you what I am working with here. I have a beat, so this is what I'm working with, just to give me a little something, booty shaking. Is that coming through okay? How's the balance? All right, I got that. And I got a bass here. It's a little high. I got some chords. Let me show you what I had for going on for the bass. It's operator. Whoa, that's not the bass. This is the bass. Then I have chords. I am using just a built-in live E piano preset, old school. Check it out. Oh, too low. Just a lush, jazzy, vintage sound. Fender Rhodes. Then I got melody. I just got a piano. I'm just gonna keep it simple. Lots of reverb. I got a hi pad, which is an Arturia plugin, Oberheim. It's going to turn that off. I like to turn that off just to kind of save my CPU while I'm not using it. All right, do we have any notes in here? Okay, cool. We got a couple notes. We got Simple Sam is saying B. Rashane is saying G sharp. Come on, guys. We need a few more notes here. Missed it. Just some random notes. Yes, Simple Sam. Random notes. 1 random note each. Samuel Messiah is here. Hey, Samuel, can you drop a note in the chat, please? Any note, any note on the piano, all right? Or any note on any of the 12 notes in the Western in Western harmony, okay? All right, we got 3 notes. We got B, G sharp, and E. All right, let's get started. So I am going to make this melody, and let's keep it very, very simple. We're just going to do quarter notes. So change my grid to quarter notes. And this is a challenge. I don't know how I'm going to get out of this challenge, but what I like to do is I like to challenge myself, because that's how we learn. So this may fail, all right, but we're in this together. All right, we got B, G sharp, E, G. Ooh. We got, what's up, Miles Kane? We got a C. We got another B from Enigmatic Onion. We got a A flat, Mystic Moth. Okay, well, that's the same as G sharp. So, you know, A flat, G sharp are enharmonically the same. They are spelled differently, but sound the same. Marcellus, E flat. Ooh, okay. Getting a lot of notes. So let's start with Rashane. Well, let's start with Rashane and Simple Sam. They were first. So we got a B from Simple Sam. It's an A. There we go. We got a B. Then Rashane gave me a G sharp. And then we have an E from Simple Sam, but Simple Sam already went, so I'm going to pick someone else. So now Sam Messiah is saying G. Okay, that's going to be a challenging one, but I like a challenge. So, and then Miles Kane is saying C. Ooh, this is going to be very interesting. We got the C. Or we could put it up there. So let's see what this sounds like. Ooh, yeah, dig it. All right, guys. Thank you. You made a melody for me. Thank you. It sounds great. I like it. It's going to be a hit. We have we collaborated on a melody, and what I'm trying to go for here is focus on the pitches. I'm not going to focus on the rhythm, so I'm just going to keep it quarter notes, because the challenge here is to find chords for the notes, not so much the rhythms, right? We can always change the rhythms later to make them more interesting. So, how do I go about finding chords? Well, anyone? How do I find chords? What chords am I going to use? Well, first thing you want to do is, and I'm using Live 11 here. I'm going to have Live 11 try to help me. I'm going to switch over to my piano. I've got these notes, B. All right, the first thing you want to do is you want to find a scale that works for the notes that you have, all right? Ooh, C minor. All right, so there is my C minor scale, and the C minor scale contains these 4 notes. That's the ending of the C minor scale. That's the C harmonic minor scale. Now, you do need to know your scales a little bit, but don't fret. If you don't know your scales, you could also, you could just turn on the scale tool here, and you could be like, well, you could go through all of these and basically have the scale tool show you, the scale tool basically shows you what notes are in that particular scale. So C major has, right now it's going to show you in pink all the notes that are in the C major scale. And as you can see, the G sharp is not highlighted pink, so that is not in the C major scale. However, check this out. C minor. And there we go. Except this is natural minor. Let's see if they have a harmonic minor here. minor, harmonic minor. There you go. Now every single note is in the harmonic minor scale. So that is a scale that I could use. Let's see if there's any other. The other thing that you need to do is you need to kind of figure out what you want the root to be. So quite often you can have a melody work with two different roots. So it could be C minor, but it could also be some kind of G scale. So if you have G as the root, that would give you a different sound. Let's start with C minor. All right. So here's my melody. Now, let's go over to the chords and figure out what chords these are. So we're in the scale of C harmonic minor. And now, what the chords that I can use are very, very simple. They're just these chords. And what I'm going to do is make sure that you select the scale. And then take the first note, skip a note, next note. And that is the first triad of that scale or key, C minor. Now the next chord I can use, what I'm trying to do is figure out all the chords that I can use. Is this chord, which is D diminished. Oh, interesting. I've got E flat, G, and B. That is E flat augmented. Let's keep going. Got F minor, G major, A flat major, and then B diminished. All right, so these are the notes that I can use. Oh, sorry, these are the chords or triads that I can use to make my harmonic progression. So let's make a progression. Let's start with. I'm gonna start with 8 bars, and I'm gonna start with, I guess, C minor, right? So. Yeah, let's start with C minor. So I could even just go in here, you know, take that first chord and just paste that in there. And let's hold that for, I can decide if I want it to be 1 bar or 2 bars. Let's actually make it 2 bars. Oh no, 1 bar is good. All right, next chord. I could use A flat major, which is this chord right here. Now some of the notes are gonna sound, you guys challenged me here, so some of the notes are gonna sound a little dissonant, but let's see if we can get past that. All right. Cool. And now let's go. And then I think the next one I'm going to use is G. No, I think I'll use this one, F minor. So paste that in there. And we call these these chords, we call them the diatonic chords because they are the chords taken from the scale. Slap a Method Man on there. Yeah. I like that simple sound. And then let's end with a G. So what I'm doing is I'm letting the melody dictate the harmony, right? And the way that I did that is I figured out what scale would work with the melody, and once I have the scale, I can figure out what the chords I'm gonna use. So let's check it out. Cool, I like it. Let's change up the melody a little bit. In fact, let's put this on, give it a different sound as well. Let me just duplicate this real quick. And operator is my friend. Throw an amp on there. Lots of reverb. Put it up an octave. How's that for Method Man? All right, getting somewhere. Let's see what you guys think. Hyperpop, John Selwyn in the house. Hyperpop is very Gen Z hybrid of a lot of pop music scores. That's exactly what I was going for, John. Thank you. Sounds like G is the most balanced with all the notes in the melody. Yeah. Let's take a look at why that might be. So that's a good point. The reason for that may be that you've got these half steps, right? If you think about the notes in the melody. So you've got the C that wants to resolve to the B. And then you've got the G sharp or the A flat that wants to resolve to the G. So, yeah, John, you're right. The G does sound balanced. And you've got a lot of tension with that, with those two half steps, right? Cool. See what else is going on in the chat. Wow, I missed you guys. You guys are having a nice conversation here. Menacing, yes, that's what I was going for. Thank you, Vasilis. Slap Method Man a cappella on it and send it. That's right. Enigmatics new single is dropping. Cool. Congrats. Yes, please post it to the Discord. John says he likes the idea of using G as the root. We can try that. Enigmatic Onion. I don't know what hyperpop is. Go to TikTok. Yes, it's all about TikTok. Let's see what else. All right, cool. No, John, you're all good. Let's try going to G actually. So the very easiest way to go to G is just to start the song on G. So I'm just gonna move my start marker to G and see. So the ear always kind of associates the key of the song with the first chord or the chord that is kind of emphasized the most. So let's see what would happen if we just keep it on G for a second so that our ear gets accustomed to that sound. Let's go back to the well, what I could do, really, if I'm going to be honest, I'm a very honest man. If I do go with the G, I think I would put it here, and then go to the F, and just make it a 2. I could also do that. Now it's going to sound more like it's in the key of G. Now the chords are the same, but it's just going to be more of a G dominant sound. Could even add an F, which is in the key, making it really dominant, and then add an E flat. Cool. All right. So there you have it. We made a melody and we made some chords that go with it. Right, let's play this game again. Throw another couple notes in the chat, please, and let's try to go for something with a different vibe this time. Maybe something a little more less dark, less menacing. So yeah, drop some notes in the chat while you're doing that. You are watching 343 TV. We're here every day. Actually, literally every day this week. Because Mondays we have tips and tricks with Doltrick, Ableton focused music production. Tuesdays we have Tetro Talks, our creative director, interviewing artists and industry experts from all over the industry. And Wednesdays we have Lewis Beck with Electronic Music Essentials, where he kind of goes through his music studio and concocts all kinds of cool sounds. Might as well switch to this screen. Thursdays is Theory Thursdays with myself. Fridays is Abe Duque. He's on tomorrow. with Abe Duquesne's production Playhouse. Tomorrow he is going to be talking about finishing tracks, something like that, or making a track, right? He's also hosted a lot of cool guests. Saturdays is John Selway with Techno Saturdays, infamous, really great show. And he has a very special guest this Saturday. I won't give it away, but you shouldn't miss that. And Sundays we have the Sample Challenge Sunday with Metropolis. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe below. Hit the bell key so that you're notified. Check out our Discord, where we have the beat battle, and we have the sample challenge, and we have all sorts of cool stuff and forums and people hanging out, and we have feedback sessions right after this at 2 p.m. Okay, enough said. Let's go back to the music. We've got some more notes. So cool. Let's drop them in. William mind readers. We got E. We got a lot of E's here. E. We got a C sharp. Simple Sam. Adding a seventh. John likes my seventh. You're welcome, John. Simple Sam still using Netscape. Some of these things are going a little over my head, but it's okay. I'll just keep my head down. So I am going to get rid of the scale tool now because I don't know what the scale is, right? So William is giving me an E. Again, I'm just going to do whole notes. So E. Let's find that E. There we go. E. I'm just going to do, sorry, not whole notes. I'm going to do quarter notes. I could change that. So William gave me an E. Mystic Moth gave me a C sharp. Find that C sharp. There it is. And I got a D sharp from Enigmatic. All right, keeping it sharp. I like it. And we got Enigmatic gave me an A, although I already picked one of your notes. So I'm going to jump to Simple Sam. He gave me an F sharp. F sharp. That's an F. We're going to F sharp. Okay, so cool. Let's listen to that with the beat. All right, cool. I like it. Now, this could go a bunch of different ways. Let's check it out. Starts on E. It's actually kind of the same melody, but in a major key. All right, these are my notes. 4 notes. So now, what scale could that work on? Well, the first scale that it could work on is C sharp minor. All right, so that is a scale. So let's check that out if that is in fact true. If I go to scale and I go to C sharp and I'm just going to go minor this time, you will see that every single note is in the C sharp minor scale. So that'll work. But if you know your harmonic, oh, sorry about that. You can't see my screen. So what I did, I'll just do it again. I clicked the scale tool, went to C sharp, and I see that every note falls within the C sharp minor scale. I could also go to the relative major, which would be E major. Also has the same notes. You can see every single note is in the major. Why don't we go to major first, because we just did a minor one. All right, so all right, this is gonna be fun. So I'm gonna write out the chords in the E major scale. So I'm gonna click on scale and start on E, obviously, then skip a note and then skip another note, and there's my E major triad. Right? let's make these a little longer. So let's make this 8 bars and drag these out to quarter notes, whole notes. So next chord is that F sharp minor. Next chord is G sharp minor, A major, B major, C sharp major, C sharp minor, sorry, and D sharp diminished. All right, let's see what that sounds like. Just the chords. These are the diatonic chords in the key of E major. Cool. So these are my notes. So my chords or my triads. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the melody, and I'm going to see what the first. I kind of want the first chord that I picked to work with the with my chord progression, and it's E. So if I pick an E major triad, that'll definitely work. Let me just move this. E major triad. Up an octave. Inversion. I could also just play around and see what notes, what chords sound good. Turn that back on. Okay, so let's check it out. E, I'm going to take this chord for sure. Throw it in there. And let's make this longer, times 4 bars. Now, the melody starts on the E, right? So I've got to pick a chord that has that E in it, because otherwise it's going to clash. So that is my main note that I want to kind of make sure works with the chord. So there's an E here. Let's just look at all the chords that have an E in them. Or the F sharp minor might sound nice too, but I'm gonna go with the A major. I'm going for something a little happier this time. Let's play that in an inversion. Too low. All right, I like that. Next chord. How about F sharp? Go use a minor triad here. See what the chat is saying. Raul's saying how to use tuner on every track, like it doesn't show the notes many times. I'm not quite sure I understand the question. If the notes are very short, the tuner may not pick up. Oh, you're saying if there's an audio and you don't know what the notes are. Well, yeah, you could do it with a tuner. You could also actually, if you have if you're using an audio sample, you could use the audio to MIDI, right? So if you throw a piece of audio, let me just grab a sample. Like that sample is actually telling me what it is, but if I didn't know what that is, I could go to convert melody to new MIDI track, and I could actually see it would tell me what that note is. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys use this, but it can be a useful tool. So now it's telling me that that note is a C, and that'll work with you know, whole melodies. I hope that answers your question. All right, so we were at F sharp minor. I'm gonna bring these down. Okay, I like that. And now we've got one more chord. Let's try C sharp minor. I like that. Let me actually kind of I'm just bringing certain notes up or down the octave just to kind of use a different inversion. Gives me a different color. Let's see what that sounds like. All right. Cool. Let's go with this. I'm not saying it's the best best progression, but it definitely works. Let's add a bass line. So for the bass, I'm just going to copy this clip over to the bass, and make sure the bass is playing the roots. So the root here is E, so I'm going to get rid of the other two notes. Here my root is A, so I'm going to get rid of these two notes. And here my root is F sharp, so get rid of A and C sharp. And here my root is C sharp, so get rid of E and G sharp. Bring it down 2 octaves so that's in the bass range, and let's see. You know what? I think I would prefer it if it went to the C sharp minor for the second chord. So let me do that. Change the bass to C sharp. And then here, I think I will put I'm going to cheat a little. I'm going to put a B sus chord in there, which would be a B here. So B sus is a B major chord with a suspended third. So it looks like this. Boom. The reason I'm playing a sus is because the melody has this E in it. So it sounds better with that sus, right? If you look at the melody, it's always important to match up the melody with the chords. And this is great in Live 11. You can do that. Oh, we could try the D sharp. This doesn't sound. What we could do is cheat. Turn it into a sus there. I mean into a regular B chord there. So we'll have two chords at the end there. Oh, that was very loud. Turn that down. Actually make these all the same. Bring these down slightly. Okay, cool. So now let's add a little bit of rhythm to the bass. Doom. So bass is doing this. E. All right, very common progression. Let's try something here. Yeah, it works. Let's see. What do you guys think? Dreamy. Yes, I guess it's dreamy. Hey Diana, welcome to your first stream. Welcome to 343 Labs. Thank you for joining. This is Theory Thursdays, and where we talk about music theory and making electronic inspired melodies, harmonies, beats. Yeah, welcome Diana. Cool. What I'm gonna do now is, how about I make this sound a bit more minor. So same melody, but let's change this into minor. So right. So I am going to copy this melody down here. And let's make a minor progression. Now, I can actually just use some of the borrow some of the chords here. I'm going to show you that if I make the first chord a C sharp minor, it's already going to sound way more minor because it's the first chord that I'm using. So, and now let's go to, I think F sharp minor would be nice. Yeah, F sharp minor. And now let's go to G sharp minor, and then D sharp minor. So again, C sharp minor, so the next chord is going to be A sharp minor, so G sharp minor, G sharp minor, which is this chord. By the way, I am picking C sharp minor here just to be consistent. So you can see that every single note in my chord progression is from that C sharp minor scale. And now let's go to D sharp minor. What's the chat saying? Space Factors in the house. What's up, Ben? Jamie89. I should change my name to late 89. Yes, you should. Regine Seiler is here. Hey. Rashane is asking, will this new melody change the placement of the chords? What do you mean by this new melody change the placement? I'm not changing the melody. The melody is the same, Rashane. What I'm doing is I'm changing the chords. And the challenge is to keep the same melody but move the chord, be able to create a different chord progression around the melody so that the melody gets a new meaning, like it goes from major to minor, or maybe you make it sound like a minor melody and then you put major chords under it and then it sounds a major. So the melody sounds, the melody in this particular example, the way that I'm showing you, sounds stays the same. Andrew Duke, you're welcome. All right, let's keep going. I'm kind of liking this. I'm liking these chords. Let me just bring that up. The only thing is that doesn't work so well with, if we look at the, gotta check out the melody with the chords, right? So the fourth chord again, we've got that E in the melody, and that doesn't work so well with the D sharp. See what happens here. No, I don't like that sound. It doesn't work so well. That doesn't work. Where's this A? This A is not in the chord. But it still works. Try it one more time. do this. Let's put it on a different instrument. Let's put it on the strings. See what would happen. And here's a trick. Right now, these chords are all what we call closed position chords because it's one note after the other, right? It's the next nearest chord tone. Now, what if I take the middle note and put that up an octave? Now I have what's called open position. All right, this chord does not fit because the D sharp. No, it's the A sharp, which is not in the key. Let's try that. Melody is kind of low. Let's put this up an octave. Cool, I like that. Now let's finish that off with, so it also has a lot to do with the instruments that you're picking, right? So very important. You've got to choose instruments that work with your, with the vibe and the song and the progression. Now I'm going to copy this over and let's just finish this with the bass and then we're done. So copy the chords to the bass and make sure you're playing the root. So the root here, you've got to know what the root is. The root here is C sharp, so get rid of the other two. The root here is F sharp, so get rid of the other two. Then we're in G sharp minor, and then we've got D sharp, some kind of a D sharp. Nah, this is B major, so get rid of these two. Drop these down 2 octaves. One more octave. Here we go. Epic. There you go. Nice way to finish. So, chords allowed, melody quiet. Yeah, of course you have to balance the. You've got to mix it right. I was kind of trying to hear the chords better to make sure that the chords work with the melody, so I had them a bit louder. But yeah, you have to obviously mix your track. Let's see what else is going on. Space Facts likes the inversion. Yes, inversions are really important to get the right register, like high or low, and inversions are really good at kind of bringing a chord lower in pitch without having to drop it a whole octave, or higher in pitch without having to raise it a whole octave. And then, hey, John is saying, what about variation on the melody for the second half of the progression? Yeah, that's a good point. We could get into varying the melody. Point being, once you have a nice progression, you can go back to the melody and use the chords to get in. Yes, that's a very good point. We could do that. That's tight. Putting melody on strings. Yeah. What are good scales for dreamy and kind of mysterious sounding melodies? Like vocal Aphex Twin, for example. That there is no one scale. It's actually more than a scale, MN. The chord progression and the types of instruments you use are going to make it sound mysterious, dreamy, or anything like that. So a lot of it also has to do with the sound design and then the chords. I think the harmony, being the chords, is going to give a melody a certain vibe more than the melody itself. A melody by itself could, the same melody in one context, the harmonic context, could sound dreamy, and in another sound kind of dark or mysterious, right? So that's the whole point here. But let's finish with what John was saying here, and let's see if we can change up the melody a little. So. Let's bring that up a bit. A little too much reverb going on here. You know what? I'm just going to record some stuff and then we can pick it out later. And then we can go back and see what we like. Just for John. I'm gonna call that melody melody for John. Yeah. So yes, melody could be anything. It all depends on the chords surrounding it. There you have it, guys. So actually, that's a good point. Once you have the chords, you may start with a certain melody, write some chords around it, and then end up changing the melody completely to have something different. And that's kind of a really cool way, or the cool thing about working in music is that things lead into another, and then they take you places where you wouldn't even expect, right? And you might start with an idea, and then by the end of the song, that idea isn't even a part of the song anymore, and you've come up with this whole thing, even though you started with somewhere completely different. So these are all parts that you've, and my advice is just to, go with the flow and trust your ear, see what you like, see where the song takes you. All right. But yeah, I hope you found that useful. Little harmony lesson, building chords and harmony around melodies. Thank you for collaborating with me. Okay. You guys are all getting 10% if this song goes viral, which, as soon as we go to TikTok, it will. Again, we are 343 TV. If you're not subscribed, subscribe right now. Hit the bell key to be notified when we go live, which is at 1 p.m. Eastern Time every single day. Next week, we'll be taking a break. So after every season, we take a 1 week break, and then we'll be back with season 4. What else? Just the events coming up right after this. Right now, at 2 p.m. It just started 10 minutes ago. It's feedback sessions. So find that info on 343labs.com/events to join the Zoom link. We've got the sample challenge Sunday. The deadline for that is Saturday. Also on our Discord channel, and the beat battle is tomorrow at 1. Nope, it's at 2 p.m. Getting all these times mixed up. The beat battle you can find on our Discord channel as well. So thank you guys for watching. And actually, I won't be here next week because we have a special guest next week. I'll be there for a little bit, but we have a special guest from Senso. So if you're interested in these guys here, the Senso, I showed you these before with the crazy overlays. We're going to have Peter Neiber from Senso giving a demonstration on what this thing does, and MPE, MIDI polyphonic expression. So you're in for a treat. But so long, I will see you guys next week.
Te encontrar, menina que vem de lá, sonhando